Hello and welcome to the Dead Air Dudes. I'm Izzy.
I'm Rocka, and this is the Oscar 2025 recap. Now,
Recap. Happy or not, it is the recap of recaps.
this pales in comparison to the Deader Dudes annual movie and screen awards, but whatever. I guess it happens. So we'll review the political nonsense that is the Oscars.
Okay, first of all, we're not going to go through every single category. Congratulations to the nominees and to the winners. We're going to go give a smattering review and give our thoughts. First of all, Conan O'Brien as the host. Raka, what do you think?
I mean, it's better than you can get. Was there any slappage this year?
Any what?
Slappage?
No, no slappage.
Any drama? Any fights?
I
Anybody
mean,
spat on?
he did have a kind of a nasty joke against Drake, and he said that he has a representation or something like that. So I mean, which is
Uh,
kind of drew a mixed reaction from the crowd.
feeling strong. He's feeling real strong.
And so that being said, all right, we know that Emilia Perez was nominated for a shit ton of awards. Did they win any? That's the question. Actually, we'll go back to that. All right, so let's take it from the top. Best sound, the winner was Dune Part 2. Are you shocked?
No, I mean it's a big budget, big production. It's going to win some of the stuff. Cinematography was fantastic.
Okay.
I don't think it won that. But
No, I don't think. Best production design, the winner was Wicked. And obviously Dune
no, Wicked was fantastic.
2 lost. So, all right.
Wicked was fantastic. So
Best film editing and a big night spoilers for Anora. Sean Baker won for best film editing. And well, as filmmakers and writers that we are, editing is enormous. And matter of fact, as he mentioned real quick in his speech, he mentioned that if him being the editor was kind of like him writing or rewriting the movie a third time, that it helped him immensely, and it was was key to the movie. Okay. Best costume design winner was Wicked. Yes, you guessed it. All right.
Wicked was fantastic. Wicked to me was top five best movies of the year.
Okay. And Rock is alone on that hill. I'm not there.
I've taken the hill.
Best makeup and hairstyling. The Substance was the winner. All right.
Dude, Substance was fantastic. You see Demi Moore's change? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, it was horrifying, and some might say what ended up happening in real life at the Oscars was life imitating art. Okay, so all right, best visual effects. Dune Part 2 was the winner. It beat out Better Man, Wicked, Alien Romulus, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I don't buy that one, man. I don't see how Kingdom. Nah, Kingdom was okay, but I mean Planet of the Apes.
The thing is, unfortunately, with the problem with Kingdom, not to get into it, but it's been
Yeah,
done so many times that even though it's amazing, it doesn't hit the same way, And I think
Romulus was good though. The special
And I think a
effects.
lot of this, I gotta be honest, is my opinion. I think that a lot of these awards that Dune Part 2 won, they were gifts because they were never gonna win Best Picture. They were never gonna win Best Director. They were never gonna win Best Actor or Actress. They were never gonna win all the important ones. So they gave them all the. And again, I'm not trying to insult anyone, but the other
But
award.
then I have beef. I have beef because if you're gonna give him that,
Chicken, that's a steak. Every year
if
the
you
same thing.
if
Every
you're
year.
gonna give him that cookie, if you're gonna give him that nugget, then don't give best sound to Dune 2. That should have gone to Wicked.
Well, yeah, and,
That's a
and
freaking musical.
And would you like to know that Wicked did not win Best Song?
You hear the crickets? They're all protesting right now.
Ah, Best Animated Short Film in the Shadow of the Cypress. Uh,
Yeah, what?
I'm pretty sure they were all great. I'm pretty sure they were all great. Thanks, guys and gals.
Oh,
And
not.
Best Cinematography, as we mentioned how great Dune Part 2 was, the brutalist one. Okay, moving on. Best documentary, short subject, The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Again, I'm pretty sure they were all fantastic, all the short documentaries.
Yeah.
Best original
No,
screenplay.
best documentary, George Romero and Resident Evil, the movie that never was.
Oh god, best original screenplay, Honora by Sean Baker. It beat out A Real Pain by Jesse Eisenberg, The Substance by Coralie Farge, September 5th from a bunch of people, The Brutalist from a bunch more people. So we are big fans of Honora, so yeah, I'm okay with it, even though I would have been fine if one of the other ones won also. Okay.
But best adapted screenplay.
Well, that's your movie one, Conclave.
Dude, we predicted this. I said so. You guys can go get the footage from our awards. Conclave was a good movie, not a great movie. I knew it's going to be here a lot because it fits the bill.
It had that vibe. It had that Oscar vibe.
It's like a historical drama with a lot of political intrigue and relative stuff of happening today, but doesn't necessarily mean it's a great flick and deserves that kind of honor. I don't know how that became adapted better than Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys, Sing Sing. I watched part of Sing Sing. I didn't finish it. I granted, I'll be honest, but that was a good production
Yeah, I mean,
with a deep, resonating freaking
I hate
background
to say
story.
this smells of with throwing them a bone because they weren't going to win best
And
picture.
that's what the Oscars is. Let me say it.
Best live action short film. I'm not a robot. Again,
Okay, hold the phone there. We watched. I watched a few short films.
mm,
Mm,
milk and cereal.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
Just
Total
one
snub. Total snub here.
total snub. Best original score, The Brutalist. Okay, I mean, could have been great. I mean, it was good. I mean, better than Wicked. A musical. I'm not so sure. Just saying.
Best animated feature. Flow was the winner. I did not see Flow, but Inside Out made like $2 billion.
And the Wild Robot was really good too.
Wild Robot was really good too. That was crazy.
But then again, last year, who was it? Last year, what movie that we loved was animated and it even win.
Spider
And
Man.
yes, 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 Spider Man.
Yes, 3 times there. Yeah, baby. Go get a napkin.
Oh my God! All right, best director, Sean Baker for Honora. Oh,
Shocking.
Coralie Farge, James Mangold, Jacques Audiard, Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, Perez, A Complete Unknown, and The Substance. All right, look, yeah, I mean, it was Honora's night, you know. Best documentary featured, we said it, George Perez, George Romero, Resident Evil, but no other land was the winner. I mean, that was kind of not predictable, but I mean, yeah, once you saw what it was about, you kind of knew what it was going to win. Okay. Best original song, yeah. So, El Mal from Emilia Perez or Perez, and yeah, no, the Sing Sing, the Elton John, the Journey. You know, obviously they were not going to give it to Wicked, so I mean, well.
All right, let's get to the big hitters here.
All right, best supporting actor Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain. Do you think he did well? Do you think that it was warranted, merited? Look,
Okay. I mean, you look at the other ones there.
I mean, hey, in most of what he does, Scott Pilgrim. I mean, hey, that's my dude. But I don't know. I mean,
I don't know about that one. I mean, I actually there's a couple, not off the top of my head, but there's so many omissions here that
yeah.
I
So all right, moving on. Best supporting actress Zoe Zaldana, or Zaldana as she likes to call herself now. She admitted the Enya, so
but it's still there.
yeah. But I mean, all of a sudden, I think she changed, her race or whatever. But moving on, yeah, over Felicity Jones, Monica Barbaro, Ariana Grande, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, which I didn't even know was her. I was like, wow. But yeah, time
Yeah,
flies. I mean, look, I
the
mean,
claims that throw me. I mean, my opinion. I thought Ariana Grande killed it.
the
On
Ariana Grande, she was made for that role. That role, that was like perfect for
they
her.
made her literally audition for that. Like they didn't just say, "Okay, you're Ariana, you're on." They made her sing, do numbers, everything to be
The
like,
funny
"We want
thing
legit you,
was
legit
that,
character."
yeah, no, I get it. I mean,
And she could hit the notes. We knew that. But
yeah,
can you perform as an actress in that setting as the supporting role?
but we know that she would be great in it. Matter of fact, she said when she was younger that the
She wanted.
one role she wanted was that.
This was a life goal for her.
Exactly. So yeah, best international feature film. I'm still here. I mean,
Best actor. Let's get to it.
yes, the big boys, best actor Adrian Brody from The Brutalist, or for The Brutalist, over Ray Fiennes and Conclave, Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice, who was never going to win because they didn't want to give any to the orange one. So Timothy Chalamet, who was phenomenal, he actually transformed into Bob Dylan. Coleman Domingo and Sing Sing. I had a chance. Maybe he might win, but yeah. I mean,
To be honest, I can't argue with the list.
yeah. I mean,
This is the first list that good.
one could have won, and it's good. I mean, so
It could very well be a five-way tie.
all right. Best actress, Mikey Madison wins. Now, people say it was an upset for Demi Moore, but let's not forget the BAFTA. Mikey Madison won. She already had won, other awards already, and she made the movie. Okay,
Well, the other thing is it's a split role.
what for Demi Moore?
Yeah, for the substance.
Yes.
Like, yes, it is her, but it's half of her.
Yeah, because it's also um what the hell's her name? Margaret Qualley. Yeah, sorry. Jeez.
So again, I cannot take it away from her, but anyone out there who watch Honora, and then you and I did our own awards, Honora's up there, our top three, maybe top two movies of the year.
Talked about Honora. Let's give Honora a couple minutes real quick. People talked about how can you have a movie where she curses probably 75% of the time. She's naked
Nude
probably 60% of the time. And
and some heavy scenes.
yeah, I mean, and still she shined because from that movie you see the transformation on how it's all, well, I don't want to get into it, get too deep into it, but how it progresses and how her life, it's not just a certain.
Well, you know what the brilliance of the movie? The brilliance of the movie to me is it's a superficial movie with tremendous depth.
Yeah, because
Because every character goes through an indirect backstory, progression or digression, and the situation degrades so quickly. And the director made the phenomenal point to really cut into your humanity, if you will, watching the movie as it is what it is. It is the realistic point of view of Pretty Woman.
exactly, it could have, and on the the surface level, just the review say, okay, yeah, it's Pretty Woman kind of, it's kind of like Pretty Woman, but then it goes deep, you know.
Pretty Woman meets the oligarchs.
Yeah, and it could have easily turned into a romantic comedy, but that's not
No,
like
actually, every time it was dark comedy.
exactly. It's not real life because everything was, yeah,
It was
it was.
better as it kept going on, but you were so hooked. Like you just wanted to see this play out because you were so hooked at how bad things are getting here. And I have to say, one of the best endings I've seen in a movie.
Yes, I was utterly satisfied, and I'm like, you know what?
It works on every level.
Well, I don't need to know what happens next because I can.
It works on every level.
Enough that I don't need to see what happens next. And obviously, Best Picture was Honora. over Emilia Perez, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, The Substance, Dune Part 2, just there for shit and giggles. Wicked, The Brutalist. Now I think this is another point I wanted to make, which is why I want to make this video. I think a lot of this stuff was previously when they were nominated, the announcements were made for the nominations. I think this was Emilia Perez's Oscars to, they were gonna sweep, which the movie's terrible. I'm sorry. But it's not for me. I mean, you know, but and a lot of the pointed comments that they had, especially the one of the lead actresses, geez, Maria Carla Sofia Gascon, with on her ex account, I do believe, and then a lot of what the director and a lot of the people started saying it wasn't Mexican, and then I mean he said it wasn't Mexican, it wasn't supposed to be Mexican, and a lot of it was a lot of miscommunication, and that kind of torpedoed the film, I think personally.
I will have to say this. As much as I bash the Oscars for being political and handing out obligatory things and awards, and you can argue about the debates of who wins, whatever. They showed some guts to give this as the winner.
Oh, 100%. They really went out on a limb, and I think that it's gonna work out. And people are still unhappy because you see the comments, and people are like, "Oh, how can they give it to a movie? It was like a porno." No, see, you need to delve deeper into the film.
Yeah, exactly. You need to see those scenes to say this is who she was at the beginning of the movie.
It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to be, it's not a. It's
okay. You go back to Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah.
Florence Pugh had an all-out scene.
Yeah,
and that was soft,
right.
softcore. You can go back to many movies where it's full on nudity. I mean, we saw. I don't think it was nominated. Was it? Was it Poor Things?
Well, yeah, of course it was nominated. She won.
Oh my god, that was worse than this. That was
win. No, it didn't. No, it didn't win. It was nominated. Yeah,
that was some full pounding there.
I mean, and yeah,
but you need. I understand the director where he wanted you to have her in the beginning mentally placed in a box as this person.
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty of the movie, and I don't care if I'm spoiling it, the beauty of the movie is he makes you through the duration to the end realize she's a person. It's not the profession, it's not the situation, she's a person who's being dragged and treated such a certain way. When she gets to the end and you think there's very few things worse that can be done to her. And that ending is so succinct to tie in the beginning to where she is at the end and the eventual emotional catharsis and breakdown. Because she's holding it all in together. It's kind of tough as nails.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a beautiful movie.
It is done for completely independent, and he actually read a note which was pretty interesting, and it makes you think. And for every single time that you think that, you know what, I want to watch the movie, on the Fire Stick. I want to watch it on a free app. The movie making experience, the movie experience is, to use one of his words, is communal. You sit there and you experience it with everybody else, good, bad, or otherwise. And he purposely fought to not have, because I was waiting to watch the movie at home, and purposely they did not, because normally it goes from 14 to 21 days is the earliest, and he fought it for months later for the full the movie should have been out the full duration, and then and only then to put it out for distribution for
Yeah,
stream.
streaming
Right? It was made for $6 million on shot on location
in NYC,
NYC. Let's go independent film.
Brooklyn. Hey, you sure this wasn't financed by Putin?
I cannot confirm nor deny. That being said, that was the Oscars. What do you guys think? Let me know. And of course, you also had Brody, who had
Oh, The Brutalist. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it now.
a pretty crazy acceptance speech in which he took more time and threw his gum at his wife or whatever. It was a whole thing. But I mean,
I'm
yeah.
generally a fan of his work, so I'm gonna have to watch it.
So, but that being said, it's another show. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't. I mean,
I mean, the show itself, if you have the endurance to go last that, go for it. We're pretty much strictly talking about the actual winners and what went into the nominations and all. Shameless plug. If you agree with us, disagree with us, whatever, please go rewind and check out our previous episode of our own end of the year awards, heavily laden with horror, but spread out enough to touch on every subject here. See if we're incorrect baseless or you like our list better than their list.
yeah. Now look, yeah, enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's what it is. I'm Izzy.
America, and our last footnote, if you haven't, it's worth it. Watch Anora.
Definitely check it out, and please like, comment, subscribe, and just give us a like if you want. If you like more stuff in this, we will definitely make more stuff like this on our podcast and channel. Let us know. Thank you,
Save
and
the way.
take care, everybody.